The Apollo. Bang! It's showtime at the Apollo. It's like, nah. I trust so. We back again on another Thursday, baby. Another Thursday morning, man. You must vote. That's why we started this off like that. You must vote. I'm gonna start off with a little different today. Play my man joint. He got a new joint. He put Oh, he's still going. My bad. I was about to stop this shit. I'm bad, oh. Oh, that was fire, oh. That was fire, oh. That was fire, yo. Oh, I trust y'all. We starting it off like this, baby. Yeah, we're gonna start off a little different. I know y'all watched the debate last night. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, you know. I'm gonna start off a little different today, y'all. We're gonna talk about a little PTS slavery syndrome, you know. I got a little idea from one of my homeboys. He told me to kind of like do some research, and I kind of like did a little research on my own, and it was kind of like everywhere. So I kind of like summed it down to I went to The Roots, the movie, and I kind of like wrote little things down. Well, I ain't writing nothing down. I wrote what I wanted down. I copied what I wanted out. You feel what I'm saying? Let me get it right. So I'm gonna start off with this post-traumatic slavery syndrome. Is it a racial idea? That's how I kind of was starting this one. And for a generation of open-minded Americans, the original Roots miniseries in 1977 uprooted fields of racial ideas of backward Africa, of slavery, of civilizing slavery, of African American roots and slavery in a town-worn plantation gender. Happy memories of symbols was gone in the wind. I am faintly hoping that the new Roots miniseries of History Channel had the same anti-race impact, especially in uprooting one tree of racial thoughts that has gone rapidly in recent years. I am talking about the theory of Black people suffering from post-traumatic slavery syndrome, or PTSS. Is one of the many tragical, real, and imagined post-traumatic disorders on the docket for recognizing this month for this National Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder Awareness Month. I'm hoping that the new Roots open believing in the PTSS and the real history of slavery are going on oppression, traumatic and dehumanizing oppression that actually did not succeed in dehumanizing Black people and leaving the advisory traumatized. I am hoping that believers in PTSS realize that their theory and premise on racist notions of generated Black people. I'm hoping that believers in PTSS realize that any idea suggested in any group of Black people are inferior in any ways as racist ideas. But again, my hope is faint. A suspect in New Roots quite intentionally has actually grown more believers in post-traumatic slavery syndrome. The brutal of slavery showcased in New Roots seem far more traumatic than original miniseries. And he kind of went there because that's basically what we going to do today. Like we going to do some. A lot of people from back in the days kind of like rebelling. Like they not really pressed. So that's basically what he was saying. Like they shown it on the movies and stuff, and we go do that. Like we have a disorder on our own, and people we be in denial of certain things we want to do in the past, and it kind of affect us in a way. You know what I mean? So some people don't really get it, and some people don't really understand it. So that's why sometimes it's good to do a little knowledge on that situation. You know what I mean? So I had kind of went there with it because on the strength that it was like a broad topic when I was kind of doing a lot of research on trying to get some type of information to y'all the right way instead of just giving y'all just anything or just saying something that's on my head. It's actually like research. It's actually movies out, you know, and we do suffer from that. Like that's bad on us. Like I don't even watch certain movies. no more because of that situation, because I don't want to really see it. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. Like, I don't want to see that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me. So what I do is if I catch a movie or two of that, you know what I mean? But it affect me. But I be wanting to sit down like my grandmother and stuff like that, and I ask her like, how you feel about that? Like they the ones that kind of like was the bridge of us having to be able to be free. You know what I mean? Like, somebody had to take the risk back then and put more effort into it. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to start off with that one, man, because it's a lot going on in the world right now, and I'm trying to break the barrier of getting these people to understand these other cultures of what we want to do as a culture and what we want to do as slavery. So, you know, it's hard for some people to be like, oh, this and that and the third, but back then, now y'all, a lot of y'all wasn't stood up with it. It's not trying to be funny, it's just facts. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it was hard back then. You know what I mean? It was more of being disowned from your family, and back then they had more power over a lot of things. So, you know, we had to play the cold shoulder in certain situations so we could get to the next step. You know, and that's a tough situation right there. You know what I mean? So, you know,
that's my guy. Holy, I got a ride with me, Holy. I just put it down with the podcast. She gonna salute. She representing with us. Look at that, Holy. And she just caught Shorty snapping on me for some bullshit. This shit crazy. She feel my pain in this joint. I trust self. We in here.
What up, though, bro?
I got you.
You came up. Hey, you came here on the train. I'm trying to talk about.
Thank you, sis. Yo, check this out, man. You be good. You be safe. Have a good day. All right. No doubt. I ain't worrying about that motherfucking shit. You know, I'm a gangster. Holy, what's up, boy?
I came up. Hold on, man. Chill,
I'm on my
man.
Uber.
He's about to mute him. he 100 right now. Hold on. So I didn't want to like switch the subject up, but that's what I was trying to get to, like just trying to break the barrier of basically letting the people understand what we want to do, like back in the day. You know what I mean? So, you know, Clack, I don't know if you came in at the time where I was talking about the post-trauma slavery syndrome. You know, I kind of like read some other things about post-trauma traumatic slavery syndrome. You feel what I'm saying? And I kind of like talked about the roots, you know, and things like that. And you know, I started like talking about the roots and kind of like explaining why I don't watch them type of movies, because I don't like seeing that type of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, and I just wanted to like talk about that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like so people don't understand. Like, people do have situations where it's post-trauma slavery syndromes. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a real thing. You know what I mean? So, and I had kind of like explained to them and gave them a little summary of the roots in the miniseries of how that kind of pertain, that kind of bring back memories of negative things they did to us. You know what I mean? So, you know, little things like that. So, you know, so it was just look, try to bring it up a little different. You know, open their eyes up a little more to what's going on in the world right now. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what basically how it started off, bro.
You saying that you don't like watching those kind of images and stuff like that?
No, I can't watch that shit, bro.
You just don't like the reminder, or you just don't like the image that it depicts of us.
I can't watch it. Like, I just don't. Yeah, that shit fucks me up.
See, me on the other hand, Holy, I can kind of get into them Jones, and then they kind of like enrage me, not to be like violent, but to be stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit built like a callus on my body and in my mental. Just like, yo, you see how much we done had to put up with, how much we done been through. You see how they portray us, and it just be giving me the catalyst just to keep grinding, do better for all us. young boys, daughters, all that. Community, period.
I mean, I
I'm on
get
my
it.
way
I
to
get
the
it though,
track.
but I get it though, but that shit just rubbed me wrong, bro. You feel me? It rubbed me wrong.
I got you.
That's why I kind of like slid away from that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it really be like a touchy situation for me. I'm like, that shit's fucked up. That should be like hard, hurt, like when you hear shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's a touchy situation, bro. But we can, I mean, that's I'm gonna give people a little bit of information where I got my information from. So I got it from Semantic Scholar. It's a Semantic Scholar. Semantic Scholar. I can probably saying it wrong. I'm gonna type it in the website so I can have it. And that's where I got my information from. And we're gonna move on to I was kind of talking about this the COVID-19 and Trump and the family, and I did a little research, bro. At least 14 people in the President Donald Trump family, the U.S. government, and the Trump circle have advisors recently recently tested positive of COVID-19. So out of all them, 14 of them got it, bro.
17. 17, yeah. 17 now, boy. The governor of New Jersey, y'all man got it. Chris Christie, he got it. He taking that shit back to Jersey. He gonna pass that shit to everybody. Like, yo, it's crazy, Holy. Like, yo, Holy, you see how I'm riding. You see, I'm riding dirty in the front seat. Got my shit in the back seat. You know what I mean? I don't play no games. I spray this shit in the nigga eyes, yo. No, but seriously, yo, the COVID shit, like you say, Holy, that shit dead serious. Like we was talking about it on Tuesday. I'm starting to get worried, bro, because the numbers is climbing, dog. Numbers is climbing. A lot of school teachers, that's the thing. The school teachers are dying. Like nobody ain't sitting back and watching the effects of these innocent people that's just dying and the repercussions that is falling on their families. Everybody just want to get the kids back to school, get back to work, get back in their everyday lane, and we not ready. Look at the NFL, bro. We not ready, man. What happened when them dudes take that shit home to their grandma and their aunt? We not, yo. So, yeah, like I told you, I was stressing it on Tuesday. You was hearing me, yo. We just gotta stay safe, man. You know, I'm faithed up. You know, I'm prayed up, faithed up. You know, I ain't worrying, but that you gotta worry about the next person, bro. You know what I mean? My pop and my mom played the house real good.
That's the whole thing. It ain't about you. It's about the motherfuckers you be around.
My mom and my pop played the house real tight, and I was ill at them at first. Like, yo, I'll come out. Like, I want to see y'all stop drawing. I don't even see them. Like, I go in their crib. I'm on the first floor, talking to them to the second. Like, they don't, because they know I'm in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. You know, my people's is high risk to a certain extent. So I just want everybody to be safe, man. Sanitize them hands, wash your hands. You know what I mean? Keep that social distance. Wear your mask, yo. Super important to wear that mask. Hey, I'm about to start double masking. Holy, go ahead, bro.
Nah, it's not even that. It's double mask. It's that you gotta wear the mask. The dude told me it's a mask with the what's your name with the two pal. Like it gotta have the one with the cover in the middle. That's the mask you're supposed to get. The mask that got the piece that come in the middle.
With the filter?
Yeah, you gotta get them. You gotta have the filter. That's all you need. Just the one with the filter so you can put the filter in the middle.
But you know what's crazy, Holy? And I brought it up on Tuesday when we did our other joint. There's a chick, a family, yo. It was 5 deep. What the fuck?
I hear you talking. Just keep talking. Bro. I can hear you. Just keep talking.
All right. We was 5. My bad. The family was 5 deep. I think they was living out in Texas or in California, something like that. And the dad, he worked for the school district. You know what I mean? He was actually doing some back to school supplies, handing out type shit. And he wound up getting it from a function like that. Never knew about it. Went home, gave it to his kids. Not to mention, if he handed out school supplies and got the COVID, he putting it all over the supplies.
Oh
People's
wow.
taking that, shaking his hand, telling him thank you. But he died, bro. He died. Now
He
it's his
died.
4 kids and his wife Dolo. Yeah. And yo, the crazy thing was she got on air and she made a plea because right after Trump came out and was like, yo, don't worry about the virus. You can beat it. It's all good. We got the best this, best that. She was balling because she said all they did was keep their hands sanitized. They kept their mask on. They stayed socially distanced. Like they thought they was really playing their part to the best they could, and it still passed. It still affected their family. She honestly said that she never thought that their family would be a victim of it because they were so cautious. And it just show you that you never know, bro. You never know. So that's just my message. Just stay cautious, yo. Good morning,
Not,
me.
that's the crazy part. It ain't about you staying cautious. It's just you just can't go around nobody, bro. That's the crazy part, right? That's the only way to get in. Like my grandmother, my uncle, my uncle don't let nobody around my grandmother. Nobody.
Right.
He won't even let my brother go see her. And she's sick.
No.
Like she's sick. She got Alzheimer's and everything. Like, she need the visits and stuff. You feel I'm going with it? Like, but he like, nah.
Do anybody go check on her? Like your uncle check on her? He the only one?
He the only one. That's the only one, bro. The only one. Only one. Hey, Mick, you watch the debate?
Man, it's real scary, dog. I mean,
Mick, you watch the debate?
Oh yeah, I watched it last night. Yeah, I'm cold as hell.
What happened last night? What happened with the debate?
I was like in and out of it, to be honest with you. But I did get some stuff like when he called himself trying to attack her on her take or her position being in the oh god, what is it called? I'm sorry, I'm cold. And I just got here, so I was up all night.
Take your time,
I'm
girl.
sorry.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
niggas up all night.
No, I'm sorry. When he was talking about when she was attorney general, how many black people she locked up, what her percentage is for gelling black people. Like I was watching that. I seen the part where he had the flowers on his head. Y'all seen that? He didn't know the flowers sitting on his head.
Yeah, I seen that part.
But like she basically, I ain't gonna say she's putting him in his place, but like when she was like hitting him with the facial expressions and the first of all.
You good. Good. Why you stuck? Hello? She froze.
I'm sorry, I was having technical difficulties. I'm using my phone, not my laptop today.
You good. Did you watch it, Clap?
I can't really hear.
I definitely did, Holy.
You definitely did.
Yeah. Can you hear us, me? Yeah, I watched the Holy. I thought Kamala Harris held it down, bro. Honestly, like my man, he kept bullshitting around the questions. Like he kept diverting it. He'd tell the lady, like, yeah, I'm gonna answer that question, but let me answer the other question first, and then give like 30 seconds on the answer for the last question. Like I thought I thought Senator Harris definitely held it down. He was trying to attack some of her accomplishments on that when she was attorney general. Like she was saying, she was basically saying that she prosecuted the people that was supposed to be prosecuted. Like she held people to a certain standard, unlike the president. You know what I mean? I liked it. I definitely like how they pulled their card out when they hit him with the white supremacy and about them abolishing and condemning that. He really was stuck. Yeah, I mean, he tried to mush some shit like, yeah, President Bush said this, that, and the third. But all in all, I think Kamala Harris did her thing with him, yo. She answered all the questions, good money. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't running scared. She wasn't muffling. I
Yeah, but
like her.
they
Real
say,
shit. I
but they
think she
said,
all right.
basically what they were saying, like they saying she did better than she did last time. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I thought that was their first joint.
yeah, they said she did better. They said she did
Damn, the
way
law
better than
out
she
here
did
crazy.
last time.
Yeah.
But
holy, yo, the boy Mike Pence, holy, yo, he definitely don't gotta care for us, dog. Like, he talking about taxing, he talking about not raise. He keep trying to say that they gonna raise taxes. They talking about raising taxes on people that make more than $500,000. Yeah, I mean, he kept trying to divert that shit into her game like every other question. Pence ain't really want no work. He bluffed that shit off, and we're gonna see if Trump come back next week out of the COVID to do the up one with Biden.
So look, like what Mars said, like Jamil said, they kept saying like she was out of place or something. Like they kept saying that like she was kind of like staying in her lane, like feeling like she was staying, making sure she didn't get out of place. I was confused on that shit right there.
Who said that? Social media?
Social media, and CNN was saying that. You feel what I'm saying? But he right though. He did say that though.
They hate it.
They saying like she was keeping her.
They said that she was out of pocket and out of place.
No, they say she was keeping her words so she won't be out of place. I was like, what?
I thought that she did really good, dog. Like the questions that they was asking her, she answered them. She wasn't running from the questions. She wasn't diverting. We got the law out here crazy right now. I'm swimming through some shit. My bad. Ooh. Not a homie, though. Not a homie. It's a hit and run. Not a homie. But yeah, I'm back. I'd rather have her to be the vice president, bro. I feel more secure with her office than the boy Pence. That's just facts. Like, they're not about to issue no policy for us. And all that about appointing the Supreme Court judge and all that. Just like she was saying, they never appointed nobody black. You know what I'm saying? And the people that they put, the lady they just put in there, she gonna be there for the next 4 or 5 decades, dog. Still supporting this same regime that the Trump and Pence people portray. So that's kind of the shit that she's trying to get in legislation. Like we need to pull somebody in that can help diffuse our views in that when they get to that high court, basically. And granted, if she sat on a bench and had to prosecute black people for crimes, I mean, she basically did a job. I'm not saying I don't know what she did. I know she was a judge, and I mean, black people commit crime, white people commit crime. She said she was doing that to everybody. Whatever you got, you got. I don't know if she was working out deals or
no, but
was
you gotta
maybe
think
a part of the problem. I don't know.
You gotta think though where she was at. We was putting more pressure down too, so she probably had to be a little more strict on her rules out there. So niggas won't beat like. She from LA.
Where's she from?
LA.
Oh, come on, son. Shit. You already know.
That's what I'm saying. So she
probably had to lay the hammer down a little bit from time to time.
Yeah. She asked every question, but they put more focus on her mannerism and Merck's remarks more than foundational future views. You're right too.
Yo, some real shit. We need to slide Mel on one day. It's my guy. He be having a POV. He
locked in. We got Mel locked in, man. Mel information for real.
Mel, my guy. I'm at the park up, dude. The guy.
Yes,
I'm at the park up. Right here.
So look, right.
It feel good when you come back to the block, holy.
Hold on, I'm gonna twist it out real fast for you, real quick. I mean, how you feel about the rap words? Listen to what I'm saying. Hear me out. You can hear me out. You can hear me.
I hear you.
All
yeah,
right.
I hear you.
How you feel about the rap words from back in the day to the rap game today?
The rap words from back in the day compared to the rap game from the day.
Yeah, the rap games today.
You mean rap words? You talking about the lyrics from back in the day compared to the lyrics today? Or is that what you're saying?
Basically, and so but you know
Okay.
it's more gangs now. That's why I summed it up like to the gangs because back now it's like more of a team and you a gang. Like back then was more of you just had to use them words to make it to the next level. So now it's like more of a who gang you in. That's what gang you going. That's what more you gonna push. They gonna pop. You gonna pop.
Oh, so you saying back in the day you could just use your words to get on. Now they're using the rap gang to get on. In so many words.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to be clear so I can answer your question right, big bro. That's all.
Now you got it. You answered it right.
How I feel about it, like, do I think that the rap game from back in the day better?
No, not better.
Opposed to now?
What they put out. Basically,
I would say oh yeah, well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna respect the game from back then opposed to the rap game now, lyric wise. Lyric wise, movement wise, I'm definitely banging with my predecessors, my Jadas, my DMXs, my Biggies, my Pacs. Definitely showing up my Nas, definitely AZs, Hoes. I'm definitely banging with my predecessors opposed to the, all the new gang shit. I mean, I listened to that shit. I listened to that shit the other night, right? Baby, hey, there's a lot of gunshots in that music, dog. Like if you got that shit too loud, niggas think you shooting, holy. So I mean, I respect the whole game from then till now. But I definitely gonna lean on the predecessors, the guys that paved the way for everybody then, opposed to the people now. That's a fact.
Cause they put out more of a message back then. It was more of a it was back to what I was talking about. Like they had a point to prove. They was trying to get information out to us, like what the fight, go vote back in the day. You know going with it, like you know what I mean. So that's why I say nowadays is more of a. I can just tell you I can tell you I killed 10 niggas. You gonna listen? You rocking with me? I sold mad drugs. You loving it? You feel I'm going with it?
Mm-hmm.
That they like that. That's why I said that's the difference. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's crazy though. Like that's why I say that's why I kind of put it out there like that, kind of like the see what type of energy you get back. You feel I'm going with it, like from that.
Well, it's definitely not as positive. Like, Mike, get up. They got the whole rap shit negative when they jump anyway. I mean, Poppy, what up? Mike, what's up, boy? Yeah, always good. See you all day. They got that whole shit painted negative right now, bro. That's really what the whole situation is, I think. Ever since the beginning of time, they painted the hip hop and the rap game as negative. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. I was watching that they were saying it was one of the artists that they didn't want him to make, jovial music, like, decent music. They wanted him to push that message of the drugs and the violence and the murder and all that shit. They wanted him to keep pushing that message. Unless, other than that, they wasn't going to give you no shine. So sometimes you get caught up in a position like, well, I got to feed my fam, and if this is what they want, I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah, for real. But that's why I said I don't hate it. I listen to it, but it's just like it's when I would listen to somebody talk, I would listen to the interview. I forgot who I would listen to, and they were just saying like the message is totally different now. Like it's just like what they putting out, they just eating it up. You feel what I'm saying? It could be anything to eat the negative shit up. There's no more like for example, Jay-Z CD was mad informational, but that shit wasn't the back burner. You feel I'm going with it? Nah, you ain't about to put it out. You feel me? Now you feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, you ain't about to put that out.
See, back in the day, cats like Nas was always giving us information. So was Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was always dropping verbiage.
That's why they never patent. That's why it took them so long to break that barrier, because they just had to, they had to do it all other types of ways. You feel I'm going with? Like music was just the key point. You feel I'm going with? They used it on the other ways, and that's how they reached their goals. They went out of music.
I'm an old ass nigga with a Jay-Z in the will, dog. Unplug Jay-Z. H to the Izzo.
That's I fuck with Jay. So look, right. I do up this social dilemma, man. And employees. Social dilemma with employees. You know what I mean? That's a big thing going on right now.
Social dilemma with employees?
Yeah. And I got a couple, I took some notes down with that too. So hold on real fast.
I'm about to go post up.
Keep your joint sideways. If you keep it sideways, I can see your whole screen. Yeah,
something like this?
Yeah, I can see everything. You can see everything like that. Bet. So all right, social dilemma employees. So that's why I kind of like Google that. So I said, therefore, an ethical dilemma by definition is a circumstance which occurs only when two or more social work values are in conflict. Example, the conflict between the rights of self-determination and the rights of confidentiality in the case of suicidal client. And I got for example, approximate dilemma occurs when a social worker is legal obligated to make a report of a child or domestic abuse and has concern about the releasing of information. The social worker may experience tension between the legal requirements to report and the desire to respect confidentiality. And I kind of was breaking it. I kind of like wanted to break it down for people. What types of conflicts are most common ethical? Hold on. What types of conflicts are most common ethical dilemmas facing social workers? And I kind of like took down a couple. Common ethical dilemmas is social work, receiving gifts, right to self-determination, difference in personal values, dual relationships, confidentiality, environment, minors, review professional guidelines, consult with others, always make sure professional decisions comply with the law. And I said, do you solve a dilemma? I said, do you solve a dilemma? A dilemma is a situation which you and most choose one or two options, and the choice isn't easy. Faced with dilemmas, you should make a choice, not solve a problem. Facing a dilemma is often considered a problem, especially if the choice seems equally unpleasurable. You may think of making a choice as a problem. So basically saying like you can like speak up, like don't basically back down. And I said, how do you solve the dilemma? With any dilemmas, there are basic steps you can take to solve it. And I got one. Name the dilemma for yourself. The first step is identify the dilemma you face. Number two, identify Number three, identify the assumption embedded in the dilemma that keeps being met. Number four, describe the dilemma to others. Don't hold it in, you feel what I'm saying? So, I kind of like, I want there, it kind of like, that's going on a lot right now, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and I want there because what's going on right now is a lot of people is coming out. I want there because a lot of people coming out prior situation they had with the industry, any situation. And I was having a conversation with somebody, and it was like, why now? Like, why wait? Why wait till now? So I guess it's like the best time or the best place. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like wanted to do a little research and kind of get people like, you don't gotta wait. You feel what I'm saying? Like, stop waiting for a bigger fee. Just do it and get it out of the way. Because if I feel like you waiting for a reason, because sometimes people be getting paid off. Sometimes once you stop doing what you doing to keep them quiet, that's when they're ready to talk. You feel I'm going with it? So, that's why I kind of wanted to go there with that cut today. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how would you got anything to say on that?
You was breaking up a little bit. Just give me the last little bit you was running.
You talking about with the social dilemma?
Right.
I basically talking about how I stopped. Where you want me to go back from? Where I stopped it at?
Yeah, go back into where you solved it at.
All right, how I solved the dilemma. With any dilemmas, there are basic steps you can take to solve it. Name the dilemma for yourself. The first step is identify the dilemma you face. Second step, identify interests you want to meet. Third step, identify the assumption embedded in the dilemma that keeps the needs from being met. And number 4, describe the dilemma to others.
Okay. That's a system that definitely will work to solve it. Yeah. Once you meet what the problem is, identify what the problem is, like you said. Figure out what's making the problem be a problem. Yeah, that's definitely the way to attack a dilemma.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on right now with people coming out, and I'm like, I be wondering like why you ain't been like, why you wait so long to come out, but I guess I be trying to see like my man was like sometimes people be scared. You know what I mean? They be scared to come out.
And what? Come out and just what? Be real?
Yeah, because they gonna fuck their careers up. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot that they could get set back from all the work they put in.
And you know what?
So some people just go through it.
That's funny. Yeah, you be touching on some shit. I can't really divulge in it like I want to. I'm going to bring it to you in a different matter, but it's like a situation that I kind of need people to be as real as they can, but they really can't because of the backlash of the way of their field that they work in. They can't allow these people to know too much of that information. And I think that will affect the treatment for the situation we're going through. You gotta get what I'm saying? Like imagine if you drove a bus, but you have a questionnaire and they ask you about, do you drink? Now you might be drinking all the time, but you can't really put that information on that questionnaire because you drive the buses. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's kind of like that situation. But when shit like that happens, I think that impedes your progress and your treatment because you're not being real from the jump. You see what I mean?
No, I feel you. But people coming out now, when people get safe and they feel like, they can't stop them from progress. How you feel about that? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
broke up, big bro. Say it again.
I feel about people coming out afterwards. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Once they feel safe.
I mean, when then you finally figured out that you can be real about the situation. It's about being safe from what? From the judgment, from
them stopping them, from them stopping them from progressing in their life.
Well, I don't have no feeling about them coming out after the fact. You know what I mean? It just it basically is what it is.
Social dilemma real, bro. Like, it's a lot of people fighting that right now.
Social dilemma?
employees, a lot of people fighting that at work right now. Like people really fighting that. Like they scared. Like they don't know what to do.
Be loyal to?
Yeah, they don't. It's like I'm loyal, but I'm tired of you touching me. You feel I'm going with it?
Mm-hmm. Well,
so it's like what? It's like what you do.
Backhand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forget my shit.
It's like what you do. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's why I wanted to. That's why I wanted to touch on that. Though. Hey, look, I had a little monkey in the ring. I know you fuck with Dr. Subby, right? Dr. CB.
Yeah.
So but look, by him winning his winning his cases, Dr. Subby winning his cases against the United States, against his medicine and his health care. Why don't we go and follow his rules and his laws of the way we eat and the way we take care of ourselves, then us going to these doctors that still testing animals?
Because we condition in our own ways, program that the doctors always know best and they know everything.
But he went up with the United States with this shit though, bro. You feel me? He went and fought and fought and won his cases, and they still don't listen to him.
They don't respect his opinion, dog. Not by all doctors. He's still living, right? Or he the one they killed. He the one they killed, right? Yeah.
I think that documentary gonna good if they ever decide to put. I don't think they're gonna let it put out. I don't think it's gonna never come out, bro.
You talk about them cures for cancer and AIDS and all that.
That shit gonna never come out.
No, they want to control that.
That's a real serious. I know that's a real serious situation, man. Yeah, he won his case, y'all. He won his case, and why? Yeah, you're right. That's what I was talking about. They was trying to fry him too. He killed all them people, y'all. You're right too, man. He killed all of them. But for real, you know, that's why I wanted to. That's why I be wanting to get up.
He was from Brazil, right, Holy?
I don't know where he was from. I don't know where he was from. I can find out though. I have more information on it.
I know he was from some kind of island. Boy was dope. He was curing everybody wherever he was at. He was hemming them up.
Yeah, exactly. Getting them right.
Yeah, they was loving him. And they took him out.
But that's what we do over here, man. We wanna bring back stuff to the light over here. Just show people that, you know, we still see what's going on out here in the world, other than just being clowns and cornballs or just having to do dumb shit to get that voice out over here out yourself. So, you know, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I mean? We had a nice, beautiful show. Another week. You feel what I'm saying? We'll be episode 25. We in there strong. You know, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Tuning in with Chill and Spill on IG. They up there on IG. My homegirl, I'm about to tell you exactly their IG page so y'all can go up there real fast. They showed me dumb support. Hold on. It's called Chill. It's called Chill and Spill the T on IG. Go check them out. New Era Trucking and Towing. You already know what that is. You know, in Raleigh 8625 Boulevard. Oil change and everything.
Great. Tune up, radiator pulls, hoses.
What's up, D?
Yeah, just the fucking cops.
And look, he out there the block, man. And we just wanted to touch tone with everybody and let everybody know SheenaTamikah, she up there, up the way. You feel what I'm saying? She gonna have some pictures.
The fucking law. Oh shit! I had to toss that shit real quick, yo.
That's scary.
Hey, touch that shit. Shout out to everybody, man. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah,
keep checking us out. Tuesday, Thursday. Good shout out to Mel. VA
Tuesday,
on the
Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, man. You already know we everywhere, baby.